Good morning and welcome back to the madness. It is very, very early in the morning. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. Well, am I going to be able to get out of my own driveway? Nope. I love when she parks that close. Okay, here we go. Not Morgan, the car that's across the street. Oh. Morgan was good. She even went up a little. I was going to say last day of hell, but it looks like tomorrow's going to be crazy too. Yeah, Becca's not happy about that.
Then again, it's always crazy the day after a holiday.
Yes. God, you guys are shaking a lot. Well, most of you just listen anyways, but damn. Oh, so, I know you guys haven't gotten any stitchy time in a while. What's in the pots? Not even a vlog. Well, first of all, I went back to work, so I needed some adjusting back to the schedule.
An adjustment period.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say, and then it didn't come out. I'm like, what am I trying to say here? Just trust me. After sitting on my butt for a month, I'm achy all over. You forget what muscles you use, especially the muscles to get in and out of the car multiple times a day. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So today we are going to try to deliver our deliveries as fast as we can before the rain comes, because it sucks when it rains. Especially on a holiday. What else has been going on? I don't know if I told you guys, I don't think I have, because that's been in kind of like a depression too, because it seems like everything's just coming at once. Well, the whole going back to work, I had that whole anxiety. And to find out that mom is positive for the coronavirus and dealing with that. And it's very hard because she's in the nursing home, so I can't go see her, can't do anything. And she's not understanding that I can't go up there and do anything. So, yeah. I never noticed that little building there. Yeah, so basically just been working, and Mother's Day week was always a crazy week. Right, Beck?
Yep.
I think because we just woke up too, we're not very talkative right now. So I think we're just going to end this and come back later with maybe a tag or something. If we can't come up with anything to talk about. Okay guys, see you in a little bit. Okay, we are back. We've done, this is our second run?
Yep.
I kind of got lost there. How many times have we been back to the shop?
3 miles.
Okay, so we were very tired this morning, so sorry the first part was like really okay, so like I said, we just went back to work 10 days ago. That's why you haven't gotten any videos. Well, really 11 days ago. It was the last day of April, or last 2 days of April. I don't remember. I think it was the 28th is when I went back of April.
Within the last 3 days.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Becca. So, I had to get back into the groove of things, and I was having panic attacks and, you know, that fun stuff, and then went into a little depression. But I'm good now. I'm fine. But I have gotten no crafty stuff done, except for I have a buttload of coloring pages. Coloring pages was basically the only thing I wanted to do, and I could just let my mind go and not have to think about much. Didn't work on Harry Potter because I was missing Floss for where I was at, so I was kind of at a standstill for that. I haven't started any of my Mania stuff, which is okay. I still have the ones that I'm going to start as long as I started in May. I started in May, right? We're not putting pressure on ourselves, right? Okay. You're not talking.
I was just reading through.
Oh, okay. Well, don't read through. So, because I like it when it's, you don't think about it. You know, spontaneous, whatever. We're going to do a tag, and she was trying to find a tag. Read the first couple and think if it's good or not, and then if it's not, then, but if it is, then stop reading. Makes sense? Makes sense.
I was just saying so I wouldn't stumble on my words.
Oh, I gotcha. One thing did happen. Becca got her bed frame in. So Becca's been reorganizing her room and cleaning it, and she's almost done with that, which makes me very happy.
Getting some good sleep.
She opened up her store again, so go ahead and over to Etsy and check out Tiny Pufferfish store. We're all excited about that. It's been closed for a while. We found that she can't really do it when she's in school. It was just becoming, her workload for school is massive, so
yeah.
And she didn't want to
keep apologizing for shipping delays.
Exactly. She wants to give you the best, and she felt like she couldn't keep up both, so. But we're on our way to Detroit, so we got a nice ride here, and we decided let's go on, do a couple of tag questions, because we don't know what else to talk about. So, and last year, if you guys remember, it was our first time, right? You being on camera?
Yeah.
I think so. So, and we answered a different tag. It's not the same tag. Okay, so what's the first question, babe?
How old were you when you had your first child?
I got pregnant when I was 20 and had Jonathan when I was 21. And then I got pregnant when I was 23 with you. No, yeah. And had you when I was 24. No. Got pregnant with you when I was 24, had you when I was 25.
Yeah, that did not sound
Yeah,
right.
the math was like, that wasn't working. Yeah.
What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months?
With okay, I had two complicated pregnancies. With Jonathan, I was morning sickness 24 hours a day. My whole pregnancy, even the day I went into labor, I still had morning sickness. I couldn't eat with him. He was an awful child. I told him, you gave me problems in the womb and you give me problems out of the womb, because I was just always nauseous. Hardly could keep anything down with him. The only thing I could keep down, and now to think about having it, I think it's called a honey bun, where it's that thick icing on a cinnamon roll. But it's more than a honey bun. It's, you know, because a honey bun doesn't have that thick white frosting. I don't know what it was called. And strawberry quick. And ate them together. And that was the only thing I would be able to keep down. And for me, I have never been a sugary sweet person. I don't like sugary sweet. But I would crave those, or Travis's hamburgers. And Hamburger Helper. Your father was like, if we have Hamburger Helper one more time. I'm like, but it's the only thing. But the funny thing is that's when I developed that where I cannot be around cooked hamburger while it's cooking. So your father would have to cook the hamburger, and then I could finish the hamburger helper.
Finish making the hamburger helper?
Yes, after the meat was cooked. But I could not stand the smell. Now, this is weird too. If it's hamburgers on a grill, I can do that. But any other kind of touching raw meat, nope. And cooking it, except for hamburgers. I can do hamburgers, and I don't understand it. Okay, so that was Jonathan. And Jonathan is the one that gave me the cyst on my ovary. And by the time I had Jonathan, it was the size of a grapefruit. And I was told that it would just shrink and go away. Then I got pregnant with you, and I was 3 weeks pregnant. No, a month. About a month, maybe 5 weeks pregnant. And the cyst had already grown the size of a
basketball?
Nope, not a basketball yet. It was a cantaloupe. And it was trying to push you out. So, I was already feeling like I was 6 months pregnant when I was a month pregnant. And it was like, this was weird. And then we found out that I had the cyst, and I was put on bed rest for 5.5 months. Or 4.5 months. And at 5.5 months pregnant, then I was able to have a surgery and remove it, because by the time I was 5 months pregnant, they were very scared that I was going to miscarriage, because by then it was the size of a basketball, and it was really pushing you out. And then I remember after the surgery, I was like, okay, so we're safe now. Oh, and I was told that I was going to be put out for the surgery. And 10 minutes before I was supposed to go into surgery, they came in and said, no, you'll be awake through the whole thing. And we have to give you an epidural. Me and epidurals don't work. So I was freaked out. But it was cool in the end, because I was awake. And me and my doctor were really cool. And she said, okay, it's out. I said, I want to see it. And she's like, Becky, I can't show you this. I'm like, no, I want to see this. And she brought it over to me in this big, big bowl. And by then it was more than a basketball. I don't even know what size you would call it. And it was just sloshing around. And it looked so cool. And she's like, I just want to let you know, if we would have went one more day, this probably would have burst and killed you and the baby. And I was like, holy shit. Because I did not do what I was told on bed rests. I was up cleaning the house. I was out shopping. Yeah, your father would constantly yell at me to sit down, but I'm too antsy. I cannot sit in one spot for a long time. So, yeah, I had too complicated. But you guys turned out good in the end, so that's all that matters. But I always say I had 2 miracle babies. Because so we don't even want to go into Jonathan's birth. We almost lost Jonathan, so yeah.
Okay, I've never heard that part.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to touch Jonathan. Jonathan was taken right to the table and put on oxygen. Yeah.
I just remember hearing that you weren't the first to hold him.
No, Luann was the first one. No, I was the first one to hold him. But Luann was the first one to touch him because as they were rushing him to the incubator, Luann touched his toe real fast. So
Kind of rude.
they took him out. Daddy was able to cut the cord real fast, and then they rushed him. Okay, next question.
Can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months? Should I just change it to 18 months for both me and Jonathan?
Yeah. Being pregnant is not fun. It's not. Oh shit, where am I going? I'm just totally ignoring this. Yeah, being pregnant's not fun. Okay, the clothes. I did get some really cute clothes for Jonathan. For you, I was on bed rest, so that means there was no income coming in, so it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Because, you know, I'm the one who works. So, I wasn't having a paycheck. But I got some really cute clothes for Jonathan. For me. And I love shopping, you know, for you guys.
In 1/4 mile, turn right.
Oh, I went totally the wrong way. Okay. Next question.
In your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off?
Accurate.
Would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it?
Yes. With Jonathan, I would not have had an epidural right when I walked in. I was in labor with Jonathan for 28 hours. And it's because I had an epidural the minute I walked in. So my labor basically stopped because I couldn't get up and walk. And the epidural was put in the wrong way. So the only thing that was numb was from my thighs halfway up. My thighs down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you would definitely stayed on bed rest with me?
Oh yeah, and I would have listened and stayed on bed rest with you, yes. But no. And when I went into the hospital with you, I swore up and down I wasn't going to get an epidural, and I just walked the halls as much as I could. I kept getting yelled at that I had to go lay back in the bed for 10 minutes. So I made a deal with the nurse. 10 minutes I would lay in the bed, they would strap me on the monitor so they could see what was happening with you. And I walked for about 3 hours, and then the nurse had me strapped down, you know, on the monitors, and she said, okay, I think what you need to do is you need to go into the jacuzzi. And I'm like, what? And she's like, in the bathroom there's this jacuzzi, and we'll make you a nice bath, and it had jets, and it was warm water, and she said, I promise you that you do this jacuzzi and you'll have this baby before 8 o'clock. And I was like, okay. So got into the jacuzzi, and within 20 minutes my labor was hard. And I mean, I was in labor already, but this was like, oh my God, she's coming now, labor. And I got out, I stayed in there for probably like 20, 30 minutes. I wasn't in there long because, oh my God, it worked. And I got out of the jacuzzi, and the lady was like, the nurse was like, okay,
I want to give you an epidural. And I'm like, no. She's like, what are you scared about? And I explained how that when I got an epidural, my labor just stopped. And she said, I promise you, the labor will not stop. And I trusted. She was an awesome nurse. I trusted her. I'm like, okay, let's do this. And I got the epidural. And within an hour, you were born.
And she was right. I was born before 8 o'clock.
You were born before 8 o'clock, yeah. So, but no, Jonathan was a nightmare. And
he's still a nightmare.
yeah, he's still a nightmare. And I remember 11 o'clock. Okay, so Jonathan was born at 1:52 in the morning. I remember 11 p.m. the night before, you know how it works. On Thursday at 11 p.m., I was screaming, get him out of me. I cannot have a Friday the 13th baby. Didn't you know the little asshole was born on Friday the 13th? So now Friday the 13th is a special day in our house, not a cursed day.
It's a lucky day.
It's a lucky day. So, yeah. And I was really freaking out because, you know, your father is your father.
Yeah.
We had Jonathan's baby shower on Devil's Night. So I'm like, he's just gonna be a demon. And I was sick for the whole 9 months. You know, you had all this stuff up and you're like, oh shit, he's a demon child.
Giving birth to the Antichrist.
Yeah, that's what I was scared about. And then the little boy came out so cute. And so... I tried to say it in a nice way. Such a pansy.
He stole all my estrogen.
Yeah, Becca always says, say it.
He stole my estrogen.
Yeah, Becca's more of a boy because Jonathan stole all the estrogen. Oh my god. Okay, what's the next? What was that question? Because I don't even remember now. I know
what it was. Would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it?
Yes, I would. Jonathan's. Yours? No, yours was perfect. Jonathan's, yes.
What would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby?
While they're pregnant or after?
It just says who is about to have a baby.
Oh, I would tell them to stock up on children's Tylenol. And with both of you, there was this miracle drug. I don't know if they have it because I don't go in that aisle anymore. But basically, it was anti-gas because both of my children were gassy little frickers. And that stuff saved me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let me tell you, I had 4 bottles of that on hand because the one night at 3 o'clock in the morning, I didn't have any. And back then, nothing was open. You didn't have the Walmarts that was open 24 hours. You didn't have CVS that was open 24 hours, you know? There was nowhere to get this stuff. So the next day, I went out and bought 4 bottles because, yeah, to have medication, your children's medication on hand. And buy a lot of freaking pacifiers and bottles. You never can have too many.
What has been the hardest thing about being a mom?
For me, okay, I don't want to say not having my priorities straight, because that's not it, but in a way it is. I would have, if I could change it now, I would have said no. And
you weren't able to prioritize us as much?
Just with school, like being able to go to functions, being a class mom, you know, I let work rule me more than being a mom, you know?
And I still thank you for it. Because we were able to have food on the
Turn
table.
right, then turn
I know. In the end, I did. In junior high and high school, I went to every single band concert and stuff. But when you were elementary school, I wasn't able to help in the classroom more. I did go on all the field trips, though. That was one thing I made a priority. But, you know, I didn't get to help out in the... Oh. Okay, sorry about that. That was my work calling. So, yeah, I didn't get to go help out at, like, the Halloween parties or stuff like that. But when it came to junior high and high school, I was like, no, enough is enough. I'm going to every band concert and all that.
On the flip side, what has been the most rewarding thing about being a mom?
Being our relationships. Knowing that I raised you guys to know that you can trust me, and if anything happens, I'm the first person you call for help. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I hate saying that my kids are my friends, because it's not that. It's that we have such a close relationship that you know I have your back, basically.
What was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mom?
Oh, how selfish I am. Wait, what? Read that question again.
Most surprising thing you discovered.
Okay. That I am very selfish. Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that fact.
Yeah. I like my TV time. I like my own time. I don't mind making time for you guys, but I have to have my time too for myself. So, yeah. Next.
Best memory you have involving one of your children.
Oh, God.
Or both.
Well, with Jonathan, what always pops in my head is Duckman. Him is all about swimming. Every time we would open up the pool, it would be ice cold, and he would beg to jump in. And it just got to a point where the pool was full, standing there with the towel to wrap him up right when he got out, but him jumping in the pool. And of course, dancing with him at his wedding. And how he made it fun, you know?
Yeah.
That we were singing and screaming the lyrics. Our special time together, you know?
At destination on right.
Okay, we should be getting really close. There it is, 225.
Okay, I'm glad you can read it because I can't read.
Okay. Okay, I thought of another one too. Our first Tigers game together.
Yeah.
That was a special memory. Okay, next question.
What was the most exciting milestone?
I'd have to say both times when you both started walking. That is like, it's amazing to watch, to see it happen, to see the steps, you know. Oh, first you're pulling yourself up, and then you're like, oh, any day now, maybe she'll start taking her first step. Well,
What was it that I taught myself to do?
you would walk on your knees. You would not stand up. You did not like pressure on your feet whatsoever. Like Jonathan, okay, there's the kids love to be, they hold your hand and walk throughout the house. You would not do that. Me and Daddy would be on each side of you, take your hands, and your legs would just curl up. Not touching, not touching. So then I was told to make you wear shoes all the time. You screamed, you hated shoes. I'm like, oh my God, this child is never gonna walk. Becca, you were talking before you were walking. Guess what? Here's another thing. You were potty trained before you walked. You were a crawler, and you would walk on your knees. It was the weirdest thing ever, but yep, that was you. But then once you started walking, watch out, you were gone. You were a demon child, and you didn't walk, you ran everywhere.
And now I don't run.
I know. Yeah.
This might...
What?
First thing that comes to mind for this question. What is the worst thing your child has ever done?
Lied to me.
I was gonna say Walmart for Johnson.
Yeah, but no, I would say both of you, because you both lost a D. Didn't Jonathan lose? Yeah, Jonathan got a DS stolen too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Told you, don't take it to school. Don't take it to school. Don't take it to school. We're not going to take it to school. We won't take it to school. Jonathan, where's your DS? No, I can't find it. Press him. I took it to school and it got stolen. Yeah, don't lie to me. Come out and tell me right away. We'll fix the problem. You both lied to me.
What habit did you wish your child didn't have?
Turn left and turn right.
Messing up our rooms.
Yeah, exactly. Messiness. You both are messy. You're not an organized freak like I am. Besides that, I can't think of a damn thing. You don't have any bad habits. You know?
I thought you were gonna say me staying up late.
It's not a bad habit. You can't be yelled at for something I do myself, you know? It's not a bad habit at all, Becca. There's nothing wrong with that. 115.
Wait, where even are we?
I already marked it for you. Oh, you gotta just go to it.
Arriving at destination.
Oh, you even
on
did.
right.
Okay, I see it now.
Okay, I think it's right here.
5, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I was just looking for a time by itself.
Okay, next
Turn
question.
left and turn left.
Hold on. What habit of theirs makes you most proud?
Is it a habit? I don't understand.
If we do it consistently, it's a habit.
Okay, I don't like the word habit. That you both are very kind and giving, and if you see someone in need
Turn left.
or need help, you will stop. You both will stop and help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your kind-heartedness. You guys don't have habits, except for playing on video games. Is that a habit? I don't know.
That's a hobby.
It's a hobby, so you don't have habits.
Do you share any similarities with your child, both physical and personality-wise?
Turn right. Turn right.
We're all smartasses.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, me and Jonathan look like clones of each other.
Yeah. You both have me and Daddy, because when you were smaller, you guys were Daddy's clones. You didn't look nothing like me. But now you guys are showing features of me, so there's a mixture of both of us, you know. You can't deny that we're your parents. That's for sure. For sure!
Turn left and turn right.
Next.
Where would you like your child to be in 10 years?
I would the one thing I would like both of my children in 10 years to have a career that pays them well and that they love and enjoy doing. Anything else is bonus, you know?
Aw.
You know?
Yeah.
I want you guys to be happy, and the only way to be truly happy is to do what you love. So, you have that, everything else will fall into place.
Turn right. and
Doesn't matter if... What?
What?
Hold on. I don't know why it's making me go back that way. It makes no sense if I'm going to 7 Mile.
Continue on route. Continue on route.
Yeah, I don't know what it was doing. It was freaking out. Yeah, so... If you love your job, that can be the love of your life. You don't have to have a companion if you don't want a companion. If a companion gets in the way of your career, because there's plenty of like doctors and lawyers who don't have
Yeah.
husbands. Now, I'm not saying you won't date or nothing like that, you know,
Yeah.
but you can choose what you want to do if you do the career that you love and it pays you well. Now, if you do the career that you love and it doesn't pay you shit, well, then you're going to be, you know, shit out of luck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus, since we're in modern times, I actually have the freedom to choose.
Yeah.
What is something that having a child has taught you?
Are you gonna go?
Certainly not patience.
I was gonna say please. Oh my god. Alright, sorry about that. That was Johnny calling to see how we were doing. Okay, so what was the question, Beck?
What is something that having a child has taught you?
What true love means.
Oh.
If you could see Becca's face, it was so cute. Yeah. I know what it means to truly be loved and to truly love something. Just give me that. Stop, you're making me blush.
Did you imagine that you'd be a mom at the age you became a mom?
No. Nope. I was very young. Do I regret it? No. I'm happy to have had you guys when I did. But
Popo?
yeah, I don't know why. Okay. No, I'm glad that I had you guys young. But see, the reason I had you young is because your father was ready. Your father is 5 years older than me, so he was ready. So, yeah, whatever. We're not going into that whole story. Okay.
Describe each of your child in a single. Describe each of your children in a single sentence.
Jonathan, my girly girl.
It's true.
It's true. And he doesn't deny it. He's happily married to a woman, but his favorite color is pink. The list is so long, and I always tease Morgan. I said, "Did you know you were marrying a girl?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah." So, no, he's kind-hearted, and yeah, this girl. You. What was the question?
Describe your child in a single sentence.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what this. I think it's a compliment. Nerdy.
Really?
Nerdy, nerdy, nerdy. Yes.
And how have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? Final question.
Why is this all about changing? I didn't change.
I don't know.
I am the caretaker. I am the provider. I am
The breadwinner.
the breadwinner. I take care of my family. Don't mess with my family because Mama Bear will come out and you don't want to see Mama Bear.
There's a reason why I call you a lioness.
Yeah, so I am the king of my jungle and no one will mess with my jungle or my pride. You know, a pack of lions is called a pride. Yeah. Oh, you saw where I got me. Oh no, I snorted. Oh, that was a big snort too. Oh gosh.
I love you more than a lioness loves her cub.
Aww, me too. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna go home and do the whole progress because who knows what time we're getting home tonight, and I'd rather just cut it off here. Wish everyone a happy Mother's Day and hope you're staying safe and healthy, and we will see you next week. Next week we will have Stitchy Time. We decided Stitchy Time is going to be on Fridays, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we do Stitchy Time on Fridays, and the vlog is on Thursday. We will be going live on Tuesday, and is it a regular live? Is it the second Tuesday of the month, or?
Second Tuesday and fourth Tuesdays are.
No, we're only doing second Tuesday. What
Okay.
is this month? What is this Tuesday? Is it the first Tuesday or the second Tuesday?
Second.
Okay, so we will be doing game night. I'm only doing it once a month now.
Okay.
So Tuesday is game night. Thursday is the vlog. You won't get what's in the pot this week because, yeah, can't. Tomorrow's crazy too. I have no time to record that. I mean, I could give you the one crappy one that I have, but it was a crappy one. I just need to delete it and redo it. Right, so we have live vlog, Stitchy Time, and in the next couple of weeks you should be getting some unboxings because I have boxes that I've never unboxed. And I really need to just do the unboxings for those. So that's what will be coming up soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye guys.